I know you clicked on this video and you're probably like, oh, just another skinny Asian kid who has no idea what he's talking about. Well, here's what I look like. And here's some of the people that have helped. So I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to build an aesthetic physique while still in college without sacrificing your GPA, your social life, or any of that other stuff, okay? I think the problem is when people say they're gonna get in shape, that they feel like they have to drop everything else and then dedicate everything to the gym, to their diet, and all of this. And then that makes it really easy for them to burn out because then it becomes more of a job that they're doing. So the approach that I take makes it a lot easier to stick to because it fits your schedule. It combines the exercises you enjoy doing, the foods that you enjoy, but you still make so much progress. So I'm going to break down exactly how I do that. But first, I'm going to talk about my transformation. So working out was never really a big part of my life. Like, there wasn't so much of a weightlifting culture in high school. When I was growing up, it was more about sports. And yes, you know, you think you lift weights to do sports, but it was more like everyone just played sports and we were already so busy with school and then just doing whatever we were doing in high school that no one really went to the gym, or at least I didn't go to the gym. So then I started in 2021 because that's when I got into NYU and I was like, I'm not playing sports anymore. I don't want to get fat. So let's go to the gym. And I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't do any research beforehand and I didn't have any workout routines. I just went in there and started doing random exercises. Like, I understood doing push and pull and legs, right? But I didn't really know what exercises to do. And when I went in, I was kind of just copying the people around me. When they left, I would just do what they were doing because I didn't know the proper form and technique. So I just watched those around me and I looked hella stupid. I remember this one time specifically that stands out. There was an open bench press in this gym that I went to. It was at Palladium Gym. If you guys go to NYU, you know where that is. And it's pretty small, so there's like one or two benches. And I was very happy that it opened up, but I had no idea what I was doing. And I was benching by myself. So the bench was empty. I walk over there, get under it, you know, get ready. And then I do the bar. And I was like, okay, that's pretty good. And then I put 25s on and I do it. That was pretty good. So then I just kept going up and I went to 45 and I almost crushed myself. Like, I had it there, I brought it down and it did not go up. It just stayed there. And luckily the desk behind me is where the people work. It's right behind the bench press. And they saw me struggling, about to die. And then this like small blonde girl just came to lift it up off of me. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. But that's one thing that jumped out. It happens. I was just starting out. So since then I've never benched. Just kidding. But it was a very memorable experience. I do have more gym stories, but that's a video for another time. Anyway, after that, it sparked kind of curiosity into weightlifting. Because one, I was really skinny. I was like 130 pounds. I was 5'6", maybe. I'm 5'7" now. I've grown a lot, but I was really skinny and I thought that the gym may help me get bigger. So then I started doing research and I fell into the rabbit hole of, protein, supplements, all this sort of stuff, and the optimal workouts. And then I tried doing strict diets and I ended up burning myself out and I really hated going to the gym for a little bit. And then in 2023, I got more serious into the gym because my ex broke up with me at that time. So I was like, I'm going to make her regret it. So I did a bunch of research. I took what I learned from 2021 and the 2 years of lifting and testing things out into 2023. And I developed a system that made success come so much faster and so much easier. And here's exactly how you can do it as well. Number one is making your workout routine. So you don't have to make it super complicated. You don't have to look at the JPG coaching exercises where you put the incline bench on the lat pull downs and get the optimal contraction of the muscle. You don't have to do all that. Okay. I think the main thing I struggled with was focusing too much on the wrong stuff. Like, I was focusing on getting the optimal muscle contraction for maximum growth when I couldn't even get myself in the gym consistently. When you're making your workout routine, put in exercises that you actually enjoy doing, because then working out is more enjoyable and you're not going to the gym and hating every second. That's not what it should be like, right? You're there to improve yourself, but you shouldn't have to suffer the entire time. If you need recommendations for guys, a lot of the people I trained, we helped them get that V taper. We focus on 3 major muscle groups: chest, back, and then shoulders. So for shoulders, I would recommend cable lateral raises. For back, just pull-ups, man. Just do a bunch of pull-ups. And chest, incline bench press for sure. These are just a few that I enjoy doing. You don't have to do these ones, but that is what I use to see the most progress in less time. Then for women, a lot of women that I trained actually don't like using the machines or any of the barbell stuff, because that's where all like the guys are too. They're all using that stuff and they don't really want to be around them. So I understand that. So the plans I gave them were more free weights and full body stuff for a more lean and toned physique, not necessarily like big and bulky. So it incorporates a lot of cardio, incorporates body weight exercises, and a lot of free weight stuff. So if you guys want examples for the men and the women, I'll put them in the description below and you can get those for free. Those are on Notion. Just click on it and then duplicate it and you can have it. And also down below for the Notion, right above that is my school community. If you guys want to join that, it's a community helping people achieve a physique that lasts. I call it a head-turning physique, right? One that garners attention, but one that also can command respect and is a testament to how hard you've actually worked. And a lot of other programs don't focus on sustainability. They have you do strict diets and then workout routines for like 6-7 weeks or so, and then you just end up regaining the weight all back after the program ends. I made this community so you build a physique that lasts. Okay, that's my mission. So if you're interested in that, you can join the community down below. But if you're not, it's fine. And the workout routines are free. So those are going to be below that link. Next is food. Everyone thinks that you have to cut out all the foods you enjoy. Pizza, fried chicken, desserts. I don't know. What else do you guys like? I would actually not recommend doing fast food if you eat that a lot. I don't struggle with this, so I didn't have to cut it out. But that's just, that's probably a whole nother video, because it doesn't affect just your body, because people think like calories in, calories out. It affects your mood, your mental, and so many different things. Just try and stay away from processed food as much as possible. But the main thing I want to say is you don't have to cut out the foods you enjoy. Just reduce them. And then over time, you can reduce them even more and more until where you eventually cut them out. But I wouldn't say you have to do that. Like, I still eat desserts. I still eat a bunch of foods that I enjoy, like fried chicken. Okay. So it is possible to eat those things and still get in shape. It just depends on your goals. A structure that you can follow, though, when you're making your nutrition plan is to reduce added sugar. The daily recommended intake for men is 36 grams of added sugar per day. And I think one small Coke has just about that much. So I would avoid that. Just be mindful of it, because the sugar is what will make you fat. You want to reduce your carbs and increase your protein. That'll help you get lean while still putting on muscle mass. Then number 3, what I want to talk about is about taking advantage of the dining halls. So at NYU, we have some that are buffet style, okay? And I remember you could just tell who was going to the gym at that time, because they would walk up to the grill and be like, yeah, can I get 6 chicken breasts? But sometimes that's what you got to do. I remember when I was bulking, I had to just get a bunch of the chicken breasts, fill up on so many carbs, and just eat as much as possible. I would get the takeaway boxes too. So I would just take them back to my room and they would be massive, massive boxes. It wasn't good food by any means, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You don't have to go that hard though. but I do recommend taking advantage of the dining halls if you can. And lastly, make a schedule. It's like when you have a Zoom meeting or a coffee chat setup, you put that into your calendar. So do the same for your workouts and make sure you work out at that time. So look at your class schedule, see what times you can't work out. And then from there, you can look at the gaps and see where you can have time to go to the gym. Because when you see where you can have time, you can stick to that more consistently. And the more that you stick to it, the more it becomes automatic and you don't have to think about it. It's like, oh, I'm done with my second class for today. I'm done with my last class for today, so I'm just going to go to the gym because it's on my way home, whatever. However you want to structure that plan, right? Everyone's schedule is different, I know, but here's just like a rough way you can do it. What I do is I work out in the mornings, one, because there's less people there, and two, because I feel more productive when I work out in the morning. I have a very specific morning routine that I follow, so working out in the morning does help with that. And then I go to class afterwards, and then I'll work out again if I'm training for something. But you don't have to do that. If you're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend going in the morning. It is pretty difficult to wake up and do that consistently. I would go later in the day, but I would avoid from 2 o'clock to roughly 6 p.m. is a good range to stay away from the gym. This is where most people go. And I think this is peak hours for most universities. I would go at different times and then find out what time is peak time and just not go at that time because it's just hell. It's not enjoyable, but I would say 2 to 6 it's a big range, but I know for most universities that's probably around where peak is because that's roughly when people finish classes and when they usually go work out. So I would avoid that time. That's when all the machines are going to be full. You're not going to get a workout in because there's so many people and they're more like socializing and you can't really focus on your stuff. And that's it. That's that. It's not that complicated. The hardest part is not knowing what workouts to do or what foods to eat. The hardest part is just showing up. Okay. So if you can just get that on autopilot, you'll be fine. You'll make tremendous progress. Consistency beats perfection every single time. So even if you get your workout times perfect, exactly an hour and a half, okay, and you have the perfect form and you have the perfect diet, if you can't stick to it, there's no point. So going in consistently, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, rather than 1 time a week and having an amazing workout is not actually helping you, right? So I always say a shit workout is always better than no workout at all. If you want more fitness stuff, university life, all that sort of thing, be sure to subscribe. I am doing a series right now where I'm training for my first Muay Thai fight, so you can check out my shorts. I don't want you to just listen to this video and be like, oh wow, that's cool, maybe I'll do it. I want you to actually take action. So after this video, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise yourself either today or tomorrow that you will work out and put in your schedule at what time you will work out. This becomes a non-negotiable time block. No matter what happens, you are going to go work out, okay? I want you to do that right after this video. Put it in your Google Calendar, write it on your wall, wherever you need to do it. Just be like, tomorrow at 6 p.m., I am going to go to the gym, okay? That's all I ask for you. Even if you go for 2 minutes, that's still a win. That's all. Good luck. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments.